The night they came for Grandma. Part 1, 3 a.m. It was 3 a.m. when the pounding started. I jolted awake from a dead sleep, my heart hammering against my ribs. At 72 years old, you don't get many visitors. And you sure as hell don't get them at 3 in the morning. Bang. 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 The sound echoed through my small apartment like gunshots. For a second, I thought I was dreaming. Who would be at my door at this ungodly hour? Mrs. Patterson. Mrs. Patterson. A man's voice. Young. Desperate. Panicked. My chest tightened. Had something happened? Was there a fire? I threw off my covers and shuffled toward the door as fast as my old knees would let me. Who is it? I called out, my hand on the doorknob. It's me, Danny. From 1B. Danny. The college kid who lived downstairs. Quiet boy, always polite. Helped me carry groceries sometimes. What on earth was he doing at my door at 3 in the morning? What's wrong, honey? Mrs. Patterson, you need to get out. Now. The way he said it, the raw terror in his voice, it made my blood run cold. What do you mean, get out? Please, just trust me. They're coming. My hand was already turning the deadbolt before my brain could catch up. The door swung open, and there stood Danny, his face pale as a ghost, sweat dripping down his forehead despite the cool October night. Who's coming? Danny, what's? He grabbed my wrist. No time to explain. We have to go. Right now. Something in his eyes told me this wasn't a joke. This wasn't a drill. This was life or death. I didn't ask questions. I grabbed my purse, the one with my wallet, my bank cards, the $200 in emergency cash, and followed him out the door. Danny, what's going on? I whispered as we rushed down the stairs. He put a finger to his lips and tilted his head, listening. Then he nodded toward the back exit. This way. Hurry. We slipped out the back door into the alley. The October air bit at my face. A stray cat scattered as we emerged. Everything looked normal. Peaceful. So why were we running? Then I heard it. Thud. Something heavy hitting the floor. Coming from my apartment. Danny and I both looked up. My living room light was on. But I'd turned it off when I left. Who's up there? I breathed. Your family. The word hung in the air like poison. My. What? Your daughter-in-law, Jennifer. And your son, Michael. They came too. Mrs. Patterson, they came to kill you. Part 2, The Truth. We huddled in the doorway of a closed laundromat 2 blocks away. Danny was on his phone, typing furiously. Danny, I said, my voice shaking. Tell me what the hell is going on. He looked at me, and I saw something in his eyes I'd never seen before. Not the sweet college kid. Something harder. Older. Mrs. Patterson, I need to tell you something. I'm not really a student. What? I'm a private investigator. Well, an apprentice. I work for my brother's firm. My head was spinning. You've been investigating me? Not you. Your daughter-in-law. Jennifer? Why? Because she's done this before. 3 times before. The world seemed to tilt sideways. Done what? Married men. Killed them. Collected the insurance money. She's a black widow, Mrs. Patterson. And you're her next target. I felt like I was going to be sick. You're lying. Jennifer wouldn't. Her real name isn't even Jennifer Morrison. It's Jessica Crane. She's been married 4 times. 3 of her husbands are dead. All within a year of marriage. All ruled accidents or natural causes. All with hefty life insurance policies. He showed me his phone. Photos of Jennifer, no, Jessica, with different men. Different names. Different lives. Oh my God, I whispered. Michael. Does Michael know? Danny's face said it all. No. No, not Michael. He's my son. He wouldn't, I'm sorry, Mrs. Patterson. But yeah. He's in on it. Underscore. Part 3, How We Got Here. 6 months ago, everything was fine. Or so I thought. After my husband Harold died, pancreatic cancer, quick and brutal, I'd been living alone in our old house in the suburbs. Too many stairs. Too many memories. Michael convinced me to sell it. Mom, you'll break your hip on those stairs. Come live with us. We've got plenty of room. Jennifer had smiled that perfect smile of hers. We'd love to have you, Mom. Mom. She'd started calling me that right after the wedding 3 years ago. I'd been so happy Michael finally found someone. He'd been alone for so long after his divorce. I sold the house. Gave them half the money, $200,000, to help with their mortgage. Moved into their guest room. It was hell. Within weeks, Jennifer's mask started slipping. Mom, that's too much salt. Mom, could you keep it down? We're trying to watch TV. Mom, maybe you shouldn't go out so much. COVID, you know. Every day, a new rule. A new criticism. A new way to make me feel like a burden. Then came the nursing home talk. Mom, there's this wonderful facility in Scottsdale. They have activities, nurses on staff 24/7. I don't need a nursing home. But Mom, you're getting older. What if something happens? I'm 72, not 92. I'm fine. But Jennifer wouldn't let it go. She brought it up at least once a week. Sometimes twice. You could sell your life insurance policy, Mom. Use the money for the facility. That's when I knew something was wrong. My life insurance was worth $500,000. If I died, Michael got it all. If I cashed it out, I'd get maybe half that. Why did she want me to give up that money? Unless she wasn't planning for me to need it very long. Part 4, The Detective. How did you figure it out? I asked Danny as we sat in the 24-hour diner, nursing coffee at 4 a.m. My brother's firm was investigating an insurance fraud case. Jennifer's name came up. Actually, her previous name. When we started digging, we found the pattern. And you moved into my building too. To watch you. To protect you. I'm sorry I deceived you, Mrs. Patterson. But we needed proof. Real, solid proof. The kind that would hold up in court. So tonight, I heard them talking in the parking lot. Michael, Jennifer, and some guy I'd never seen before. They were planning to make it look like you fell. Or had a heart attack. Something natural. I couldn't let it happen. I stared at my coffee. My son. My baby boy. The kid I'd raised, loved, sacrificed everything for. He was planning to murder me. Mrs. Patterson, I need to ask you something. What? Do you want justice? Or do you want revenge? I looked up at him. This young man who'd saved my life. And I thought about Harold. About the house we'd built together. About the life I'd lived. Both, I said. I want both. Danny smiled. It wasn't a nice smile. Good. Because I have a plan. Underscore. Part 5, The Trap. The plan was simple. I'd go back home tomorrow. Act like nothing happened. Like I'd spent the night at my friend Betty's house. They'll be confused, Danny explained. They'll think their plan failed somehow. But they won't be sure what happened. And then they'll try again. But this time, we'll be ready. His brother Mark showed up at the diner. Older than Danny, sharper edges. A real pie with a license and everything. Mrs. Patterson, he said, shaking my hand. I'm sorry this is happening to you. Can you really catch them? If you're brave enough to be the bait. Was I brave enough? I thought about Jennifer's fake smile. Michael's cold eyes when I'd refused to go to the nursing home. The way they'd both looked at me like I was already dead. I'm brave enough. Underscore. Part 6, The Performance. I called Jennifer the next afternoon. Jennifer? Honey, it's me. Mom. Oh my God, where were you? We came by last night and you weren't there. The concern in her voice was Academy Award worthy. I spent the night at Betty's. We got to talking and it got late, so I just crashed on her couch. Oh, that's good. We were worried. Actually, something weird happened. When I got home this morning, my apartment was kind of messy. Like someone had been there. Silence on the other end. That is weird, Mom. Maybe we should come check it out. Would you? I'd feel so much better. Of course. We'll be there in an hour. Danny and Mark had already wired my apartment. Cameras in the smoke detectors. Mics in the light fixtures. And me? I was wearing a wire under my cardigan. Remember, Mark said, get them talking. Get them to admit what they're planning. We need a confession. And if they try to, you know. We'll be right outside. You hit this button. He handed me a small device that looked like a car key fob, and we come in. Along with the police. The police know. They're standing by. Waiting for our signal. Part 7, The Monsters Come Home. The knock came at 2 p.m. I opened the door to find Jennifer and Michael standing there with a bag from Whole Foods. Mom. We brought you some food. That organic bone broth you like. I'd never mentioned liking bone broth. In fact, I hated it. Oh, how sweet. Come in, come in. They sat on my couch. Michael looked uncomfortable. Jennifer looked calculating. So, Mom, tell us what happened last night. I already told you. I was at Betty's. And you didn't hear anything? See anything? Like what? I don't know. We thought we heard something when we stopped by. Stopped by. Like they were just checking on dear old Mom. Not breaking in to murder her. Nope. Nothing. Jennifer reached into the bag. Well, we brought you some soup. And this. She pulled out a bottle. Some kind of health drink. Looked like it was full of wheatgrass and sadness. What is it? Superfood smoothie. Great for seniors. Lots of antioxidants. She unscrewed the cap and poured it into a glass. Here. Drink up. I took the glass. It smelled wrong. Chemically. Like almonds, almost. Cyanide smells like almonds. I'm not really thirsty right now, Mom, please. You need to take care of yourself. Michael finally spoke up. His voice was strained. Guilty. Just drink it, Mom. That's when I knew. This was it. This was the moment. I raised the glass to my lips. Wait. Both of them tensed. Before I drink this, I want to know something. Know what? Jennifer's smile was frozen on her face. Why? Why what? Why do you want me dead? Part 8, The Confession. The room went silent. Jennifer's smile finally dropped. What did you say? You heard me. Why do you want to kill me? Michael stood up. Mom, what are you talking about? Sit down, Michael. I know everything. Jessica? Jennifer's face went white. How did I know your real name? How did I know about your other 3 husbands? How did I know you're a serial killer? You're insane, Jennifer hissed. Am I? Or are you just pissed that you got caught? Michael looked between us. What's going on? Tell him, Jessica. Tell him how you've done this before. Tell him about Richard, Thomas, and David. Tell him how you married them, took out life insurance, and killed them all within a year. Jennifer's face was a mask of rage now. The sweet daughter-in-law was gone. In her place was something cold. Reptilian. You stupid old bitch. You should have just died quietly. Michael's face was frozen in shock. Jennifer, what is she? Shut up, Michael. But I don't. I said shut up. She turned back to me. Yes. Fine. You figured it out. Good for you. But it doesn't matter now, does it? Why not? Because no one will believe a senile old woman over her grieving family. You'll drink that smoothie. You'll have a heart attack. And we'll be very, very sad at your funeral. And if I don't drink it? She reached into her purse and pulled out a syringe. Then we do this the hard way. Michael finally found his voice. Jennifer, what the hell? Oh, grow up, Michael. You think I married you for love? You're broke. But your mother has money. Life insurance. Property. And she's old. She was supposed to be easy. The look on Michael's face broke my heart. Even now. Even after everything. He genuinely hadn't known. But Michael was in on it, I said. Last night. I heard you both. Last night. There was no last night. We didn't come here last night. My blood ran cold. Danny had been wrong. Michael wasn't part of it. Which meant, where's Danny? I asked. Jennifer smiled. The kid downstairs? Oh, honey. He's taking a little nap. Permanently. You killed him? Had to. He was asking too many questions. Him and that pie brother of his. No. No, no, no. You're lying. Am I? Check your phone. Check the news. Tragic car accident this morning. 2 brothers. Dead on impact. I fumbled for my phone. My hands were shaking. I pulled up the news. There it was. On the front page. 2 local men die in highway crash. Danny's picture. Mark's picture. They were dead. The only people who knew the truth. Dead. Now, Jennifer said, advancing with the syringe. Let's finish this. Part 9, The Twist. Wait, I said. No more waiting, old woman. Just one more thing. What? I looked her dead in the eyes. I need to thank you. She paused. What? Thank you, Jessica. For showing me who you really are. And for making this so easy. What are you talking about? I reached under my cardigan and pulled out the wire. This conversation has been recorded. And transmitted. Live. To the police. Her face went from rage to confusion to pure terror. You're bluffing. Am I? That's when the sirens started. No. No, no, no. The door burst open. Not Danny and Mark. They really were dead. Danny had warned me that could happen, that Jennifer might strike first. But he'd also given me this wire. And taught me how to set up the live stream to the police station. Put down the syringe, the officer commanded. Jennifer looked at me. At Michael. At the syringe. And then she lunged. Not at me. At Michael. If I'm going down, you're coming with me. She plunged the syringe into his neck. Michael's eyes went wide. He clutched at his throat. Made a horrible choking sound. And dropped. Part 10, The Aftermath? They arrested Jennifer on the spot. Attempted murder. Actual murder. Michael died before the ambulance arrived. And when they searched her storage unit, they found evidence of her other 3 murders. She's serving life without parole now, in a maximum security prison in Arizona. Michael's funeral was small. Just me and a few of his old friends. I cried. Despite everything, he was still my son. And in the end, he was a victim too. Danny and Mark's funeral was larger. Heroes, they called them. Detectives who gave their lives to save others. I spoke at both funerals. Told the truth about what happened. About how they saved my life, even in death. After everything settled, I did something crazy. I sold my life insurance policy. Got $250,000 for it. But I didn't use it for a nursing home. I opened my own detective agency. Patterson and Associates. Specializing in elder fraud, family exploitation, and protecting seniors from predators. I hired 2 young investigators. Trained them myself. Taught them everything Danny and Mark had taught me. And business is booming. Turns out there are a lot of Jennifer Morrisons out there. A lot of families who see their elderly relatives as ATMs. As obstacles. As problems to be solved. But not on my watch. I'm 72 years old. I've got arthritis in my knees and I need reading glasses to see my phone. But I've also got a concealed carry permit, a taser, and absolutely nothing left to lose. So if you're out there, preying on old people, thinking we're easy marks, think again. Because Grandma's coming for you. And I don't forget. And I sure as hell don't forgive.